You ever step in the ring with Bruno Sammartino?
If I step in the ring with Bruno Sammartino, of
You
course.
ever,
I'm
yeah.
not. I wrestle Tom and Dick and Harry and Joe and Mo.
I know. I was trying to
Otherwise,
research this the other day.
I don't,
You wrestle
I don't care what
everybody.
name. I don't care what
Yeah.
name you bring up. I wrestle. I mean, let's just say 50 years. Just 50 years. No, let's not go any further. I must have wrestled Tommy, Dick, and Harry, no matter where they come from or
Right.
who they were. Sure, I wrestled Bruno. I wrestled Bruno. I wrestled Tommy. Like I said, I wrestled everybody. Whoever was in the territory, I wrestled with. It didn't matter. If I wrestled Andre, wrestling with Bruno was no
Right.
different.
How was Bruno to the locker room though? I mean, he's kind of the champion, the leader.
Bruno,
Was he good to the locker room?
Bruno was Bruno was your he's you. Bruno was number one. He was a regular guy. Bruno was a champion, but he was a champion with everybody. You know what I mean? He wasn't
Yeah.
a stuck up or his nose up in the air or nothing like that. He was just a regular character, a regular Joe. You can Bruno, Danucci, Cicluna, all those characters are all the same.
How'd you like working with Bob Backlund?
Backlund was no problem. Backlund came in. Backlund was more in the changeover from Bruno and all those guys. He was the changeover for Vince McMahon. A younger character in the business of the sense of coming into this territory. So there was no problem. He was a regular Joe, did his job, had his own different type of talent. Vince wanted that, so he got it. He used it. Like I said, if he wants something and he thinks that that something is going to help him with his business, it doesn't matter what kind of idea he has in his mind. Backlund would be a character for the different idea. So that's what Backlund would be. He he's not a Bruno. He's not a anything else. He's not a Pedro Morales. He would be somebody different that Vince wanted for whatever reason at the turn of that he's going to be there, and
Yeah.
that's what that Backlund would be in the sense of the time he comes in. Yeah. Saying they need a different character for whatever reason it was, Backlund fit that characteristic, and then he would use them. And he was okay. He's a good athlete. He didn't have the personality or the charms of the sense of the drawing that Bruno had, but he had whatever Vince wanted for whatever reason he wanted him in the sense of the business. And that's the only way you could explain it in the sense of Backlund, in the sense of Pedro Morales also. Uh, they, they, they fit in at a certain time because of the Latinos and because of his attitude of work. Well, then he fit in for whatever they decided that that's the term that they need. It is what it is. It's no different than me going to California and doing the Arab gimmick as Java Rook. I fit in perfectly. Nobody at the time. It was good. It was the reason. It was just a reason that I went there. They, 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 they wanted something different, so
Right.
I was different, and I knew how to do the gimmick of being an Arab and when you're not. And it's something I did here in Pittsburgh TV. I did it in Cleveland, and then they knew about it and they asked for it, and I went and did it and got over. could, could not could not complain about it and got over like it was supposed to be get over. Well, it was just the time for it. It, it,
Right.
it is what it is with people. that on a certain turn they get over and they draw the crowd. It is what it is with the business. It's like anything else.
Right.
You got a good movie, people talk about it. You got the theaters are full of people to see the movie. The movie, it was okay. Well, then people go over there to see it. It's okay. The theater will not be full. So it's almost the same. You know what I mean?
It's timing and talent. You have to have the right timing and the right talent.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, timing and talent. I mean, it takes a group of individuals on an event to draw the crowd. Say Bruno was good on his time as a champion, but you got to have 20 more characters on the show to draw the full house. It's not Bruno alone. So you know, in the sense of saying, oh, this champion draws the crowd. Well, if you put him just the champion with his opponent, you're not going to have a crowd. You're only going to have a few people in it. And then how long can they work to keep the crowd happy? So it has to be made. You have to make sense to say, well, who's champion? Who's the world champion? It's not even in boxing. Who's the world champion? Okay, so and so. But then you have 10 more matches. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes the fans, the mind of the people is that they saw a big show and they have everybody on the show that people who likes me, who doesn't like me for my performance. But I will draw quite a bit of attention no matter what I do in there.